Imagine standing before a grand feast, one that promises to satisfy every longing, every need. Yet how absurd it would be to think that such a table could appear without preparation, without the hands that toil to gather, to cook, to serve. In life, as with the feast, blessings do not arrive unbidden. They demand of us a preparation, a readiness of heart, mind, and spirit. We often cry out for blessings as though they are owed to us, forgetting that they are not gifts to the idle but treasures entrusted to those who are prepared. The soil of our lives must be tilled, the weeds of doubt and distraction uprooted, before the seeds of blessing can take root. Without preparation, even the most extraordinary blessing can become a burden, a wasted opportunity, or worse, a missed one altogether. Think of a child longing to play a grand piano. The beauty of the music lies not in the piano itself, but in the discipline of the one who plays it. Without hours of practice, without countless mistakes and corrections, the blessing of music cannot be realized. So it is with the blessings of life. They call us to become more than we are, to grow into their fullness, lest they overwhelm us when they come. Life's trials, its waiting periods, and even its seeming silences are not empty spaces, they are arenas of preparation. They shape our character, refine our vision, and sharpen our focus. Blessings, when they finally arrive, do not just reward this preparation, they are the result of it. Without the readiness forged in struggle, the blessing itself might slip through our fingers like sand. So, do not despise the season of preparation. Embrace it as a time of becoming, a time when your capacity to receive is being stretched and strengthened. For the blessings you seek are not just waiting for the right moment, they are waiting for the right you. It is tempting to see struggles as cruel interruptions, unwelcome detours on the path to joy. Yet if we could see with clearer eyes, we would recognize them as sacred invitations. They do not come to destroy us, but to prepare us, to shape us into something greater than we imagined we could be. Every great story begins not with triumph, but with trial, for it is in the crucible of struggle that the hero is made. Consider the seed, buried in darkness beneath the soil. It could easily mistake this burial for an end, a punishment. But we know better. The soil does not imprison the seed, it nurtures it. The pressure it feels is not its doom, but its awakening, urging it to break open, to reach for the light, to grow. In much the same way, our struggles are not barriers to blessings, but the conditions necessary for their birth. How often we cry out in frustration, asking why life must be so hard, why pain must precede joy. But would we appreciate joy if we had not first tasted sorrow? Would we understand the beauty of peace if we had never walked through chaos? Struggles are the language through which life teaches us gratitude, resilience, and strength. Without them, blessings would lose their meaning. Even failures, those moments when we feel utterly defeated, serve a purpose greater than we often realize. They teach us humility, remind us of our need for grace, and redirect us when we've lost our way. Each setback is a step in the process, not away from our blessings, but toward them. When you are in the midst of struggle, remember this: the storm is not there to crush you, but to clear the path for something greater. The weight you carry is not meant to break you, but to build the strength you'll need to carry the blessing that awaits. Struggles are the silent architects of our greatest triumphs. They are not obstacles, but the very foundation upon which blessings are built. Imagine a farmer who plants his seeds in the spring. He waters the ground, pulls the weeds, and watches the skies for rain. But does he stand over the soil demanding it to bloom on his schedule? Does he grow impatient and abandon his field when the crops do not sprout overnight? No, he waits. He waits because he understands that the harvest is not instant. It requires patience, a faith in the unseen processes beneath the soil. So it is with the blessings in our lives. We often desire them with the urgency of a child, wanting them now, in this moment, without delay. Yet blessings come not when we demand them, but when we are ready, and readiness takes time. The waiting seasons are not barren, they are brimming with quiet growth, invisible to the eye, but essential to the outcome. How many times have we rushed into things unprepared, only to find that what we sought to gain slipped through our fingers? The waiting is not a punishment, it is a kindness. It is a divine pause that ensures we are strong enough, wise enough, and prepared enough to hold on to the blessings when they come. Waiting teaches us to trust not just in the process, but in the purpose behind it. It refines our desires, revealing what truly matters and what was merely a fleeting want. It builds in us a resilience, a deep reservoir of strength and gratitude, so that when the blessing finally arrives, we are not only ready to receive it, but to honor it. Patience is not passive, it is an active work of faith. It is choosing to believe that just as the sun rises each day without fail, so too will the blessings come in their appointed time. In the waiting, we are being prepared not just for the blessing itself, but for the person we will become because of it. For what is the use of a blessing if we are not prepared to handle its weight and its wonder? Let us then learn to wait with expectation, not despair. For the seed beneath the soil does not rush the spring, it trusts the process, knowing that its time will come. So too must we, trusting that the blessings we seek are not delayed, they are being perfected. Have you ever marveled at the brilliance of a diamond or the luster of pure gold? These treasures, admired for their beauty and value, did not come into existence without enduring great trials. The diamond begins as a mere piece of carbon, hidden in the earth's depths, subjected to unimaginable pressure over countless years. Gold, too, must pass through the intense heat of the furnace before it can emerge refined and radiant. So it is with the blessings we seek in life. They are not handed to us polished and perfect, they are born through the refining fires of struggle and perseverance. Pressure and heat, discomfort and challenge, these are not the enemies of blessing, but its prerequisites. The process is often painful, but it is necessary, for it transforms us into vessels capable of holding the blessings destined for us. There is a profound truth in the way these natural elements are shaped. Pressure does not destroy the carbon, it turns it into something precious. Fire does not consume the gold, it purifies it. In the same way, the difficulties we face do not diminish us. They refine us, stripping away what is unnecessary and revealing the strength, resilience, and beauty within us. It is easy to resent the challenges of life, to wish for blessings without the burden of preparation. Yet, would we truly appreciate the light if we had never walked through the dark? Would we understand the value of what we receive if it came without effort or cost? The trials we endure give meaning to the blessings we gain. Without them, the blessings would seem hollow, unearned, and fleeting. When life places you under pressure or leads you into the fire, do not despair. Recognize that these moments are not signs of failure but of transformation. They are shaping you, refining you, and preparing you for something greater than you can imagine. The discomfort you feel now is the prelude to the beauty and strength that will emerge from it. Embrace the process, even when it is hard to see its purpose. Trust that just as the diamond shines brighter because of the pressure and the gold gleams purer because of the fire, so too will you find yourself transformed, ready to receive and cherish the blessings that await. For the greatest treasures are always forged in the deepest trials. When the storms of life rage and the path ahead seems unclear, it is natural to ask, why must this happen to me? Why must the road to blessing be marked with pain? Yet, it is precisely in these moments of hardship that the greatest work is being done within us. The trials we face are not cruel tricks of fate, they are deliberate, purposeful preparations, ensuring that we are strong enough to carry the weight of the blessings we desire. Imagine an artist sculpting a masterpiece. Each strike of the chisel may seem harsh, even destructive, to the unformed block of marble. Yet the artist knows that every cut, every chip, is revealing something beautiful beneath the surface. In the same way, life's trials are the chisels that carve out our character. They strip away what is unnecessary and shape us into individuals capable of receiving and appreciating life's greatest gifts. There is a profound kindness in this process, though it may not feel so at the time. Without preparation, blessings can become burdens. A ship not properly built will sink under the weight of its cargo. A foundation not firmly laid will crumble under the structure it supports. The trials we endure strengthen our foundations, ensuring that we can stand firm when blessings arrive. Pain, though unwelcome, is often the most effective teacher. It teaches humility, reminding us of our dependence on something greater than ourselves. It teaches resilience, showing us that we are capable of more than we believe. And it teaches gratitude, ensuring that we do not take the blessings for granted when they finally come. Look back on your own life. Can you not see that some of the most valuable lessons, the deepest growth, came from moments of struggle? These were not times of punishment, they were seasons of preparation, shaping you into someone ready to step into the blessings that awaited. So when you face difficulty, do not see it as a detour from the path to blessing. See it as part of the journey itself. The trials are not roadblocks, they are stepping stones, each one bringing you closer to the fulfillment of your purpose. Trust that the pain has a purpose, and that on the other side of it lies a blessing more profound and meaningful than you could ever imagine. For the road to blessings is paved not with ease, but with growth, perseverance, and faith. When the storm clouds gather, and the winds howl with unrelenting force, it is easy to feel as though the world is conspiring against us. In such moments, the natural response is to shrink back, to seek shelter, to question why the storm has come at all. Yet what we often fail to see is that storms, though fierce and intimidating, carry with them the very rain that nurtures growth. Imagine a parched land, cracked and barren under the weight of drought. Without the storm's rain, no seed could sprout, no harvest could be gathered. The storm is not the enemy, it is the catalyst for life. It may unsettle the ground and darken the skies, but its purpose is not destruction, it is renewal. So it is with the storms of life. They disrupt our comfort, challenge our plans, and often leave us feeling disoriented. But within their chaos lies an opportunity for profound growth. The difficulties we face are not there to harm us, but to strengthen us, to teach us resilience, and to prepare us for the blessings that lie ahead. When the storm comes, it reveals what is firmly rooted and what is not. The shallow roots of fear, doubt, and complacency may be torn away, but this is not loss, it is liberation. In their place, we can grow stronger, deeper, and more steadfast. The storm teaches us to stand firm, to trust not in the absence of hardship, but in our ability to endure it and emerge wiser and stronger on the other side. Consider the oak tree, whose roots grow deeper and stronger with each passing storm. It does not curse the wind or the rain, for it knows that they are shaping it into something enduring and immovable. In the same way, the storms of life prepare us for the blessings we seek, ensuring that we are ready to receive them with humility and gratitude. Rather than fear the storm, let us embrace it as a necessary part of the journey. Let us see it for what it truly is, not an obstacle, but a tool of transformation. For the rain that falls from the storm is the same rain that waters the seeds of our potential. It is the storm, not the calm, that makes us grow. And when the skies finally clear, we find ourselves not diminished by the storm, but refined and ready for the blessings it has helped bring forth. We often think of blessings as destinations, as the grand prizes waiting for us at the end of a long and arduous journey. But in truth, blessings are not confined to the finish line. They are woven into the very fabric of the journey itself. To see blessings only in their final form is to miss the quiet miracles unfolding along the way. Life is not a straight path with a single reward at the end. It is a tapestry of moments, each thread joyful or painful, contributing to its beauty and meaning. The challenges we face, the lessons we learn, the people we meet, and the growth we experience are not just steps toward a blessing, they are blessings in their own right. Every struggle that teaches us patience, every failure that humbles us, and every victory that inspires us is a gift, preparing us for something greater. Imagine climbing a mountain, your eyes fixed on the summit. The view from the top is breathtaking, yes, but how much more meaningful is it because of the journey to get there? The aching muscles, the missteps, the moments when you almost turned back, they are not distractions from the blessing of the summit, they are what make that blessing profound. Without the climb, the view would mean nothing. In the same way, the blessings of life are not isolated moments of triumph. They are built into the process of becoming, of striving, of enduring. The struggles you face today are not just obstacles to overcome. They are the architects of your character, the forgers of your strength, the quiet gifts that shape you into the person capable of receiving and cherishing the blessings ahead. Too often, we rush through life, desperate to reach the next milestone, the next achievement, the next reward. But in doing so, we miss the blessings scattered along the way, the growth in our hearts, the connections we forge, the wisdom we gain. These are not small things, they are the essence of life itself. Let us then not wait for blessings as though they are treasures hidden in some distant future. Let us open our eyes to the blessings in the journey, the ones that shape us, sustain us, and remind us that life's greatest gifts are often found in the steps we take, not just the places we reach. For the journey itself is the blessing, and every moment within it holds the potential for wonder and growth. There is a tendency within us to grasp at blessings, to chase them as though they were fleeting things, always just out of reach. We race after success, joy, and fulfillment, believing that if we run hard enough, fast enough, we will capture them. But blessings are not meant to be hunted down like elusive prey. They are the natural outpouring of a life aligned with purpose, persistence, and faith. Think of a tree laden with fruit. Its branches do not strain or strive to produce, they simply remain rooted in the soil, drawing sustenance from the earth and the rain. The fruit comes not because of frantic effort, but because the tree is living in harmony with its design. In the same way, blessings flow most freely when we are rooted in what is true and good, living in alignment with the purpose for which we were made. To chase blessings is to misunderstand their nature. They are not external prizes to be seized, they are the inevitable harvest of a life well lived. When we focus solely on acquiring blessings, we risk losing sight of the deeper work required to make them meaningful. Blessings do not bring lasting fulfillment if they are not accompanied by the growth, wisdom, and maturity that come from pursuing purpose. Life invites us to surrender our need for control, to trust that when we pour ourselves into the work before us, whether it is building relationships, serving others, or pursuing a worthy goal, the blessings will come in their own time and form. This trust requires faith, not just in the goodness of the blessings, but in the process itself. It is a quiet confidence that what we are creating with our efforts will bear fruit, even if we cannot yet see it. When we stop chasing and start living with intention, we find that blessings are not as elusive as they seemed. They emerge naturally, not as things we have captured, but as gifts we have grown into. A life of purpose and persistence creates an openness to receive blessings, not as rewards, but as affirmations of the path we are walking. Let us then turn our focus from chasing to becoming, from striving to surrendering. For the greatest blessings are not those we grasp with our hands, but those we cultivate with our hearts. They come not when we demand them, but when we are ready for them, the natural result of a life lived with purpose and trust. In life, we often find ourselves caught between what we can see and what we cannot, what we understand, and what remains hidden. It is in these moments when we cannot grasp the full picture that faith becomes our greatest ally. Faith is not simply believing in something. When it is visible and tangible, it is the trust we place in the process when nothing seems to make sense, when the road ahead is obscured by fog and uncertainty. Faith is the quiet knowing that the journey is not in vain, even when we cannot yet see the destination. It is the belief that, in the midst of struggle, something greater is being formed within us. Without faith, we would stumble in our doubt, questioning every setback, every obstacle. But with faith, we press forward, trusting that the blessings we seek are not denied to us, but are being made ready for us in ways we cannot yet comprehend. Think of a farmer planting seeds in the soil. He cannot see the roots growing deep beneath the surface, nor can he predict the exact moment when the first shoots will emerge. But he trusts in the process, and he continues to water, to nurture, to care for the ground. His faith is not in the immediate result, but in the certainty that, in due time, what he has sown will bloom. In the same way, faith in our own lives requires patience and trust. It is easy to become discouraged when the results are not immediate, when progress feels slow, or when blessings seem distant. But it is precisely in those moments of waiting that faith grows strongest. For faith is not merely believing that blessings will come, it is knowing, without a doubt, that they are already on their way, even if we cannot yet see them. Without this faith, we are like a ship lost at sea, tossed by every wave of doubt and fear. But when we trust in the unseen, when we believe that there is a purpose unfolding beyond our understanding, we find our footing. We know that the storms are not sent to destroy us, but to teach us to trust in the process, to trust in the greater design. Faith opens our hearts to the blessings we cannot yet see. It is the lens through which we begin to understand that what we have already endured is preparing us for what is yet to come. And it is this unwavering trust in the process that makes us ready to receive the blessings when they arrive, not with doubt, but with gratitude and wonder, knowing that the time for their arrival is not a matter of chance, but of divine timing. In the end, we must come to terms with the simple but profound truth: blessings are not merely given to us, they are the result of what we become. The road to blessings is never one of ease or comfort. It is the road of preparation, of patience, of struggle, and of faith. The moments that seem most difficult, most challenging, are often the very ones that make us ready to receive the gifts life has in store. It is not the blessing itself, but the person we become along the way that truly matters. When we learn to embrace the process, the work, the waiting, the refining, we unlock something greater within ourselves. We begin to see that blessings are not separate from the journey, they are woven into the fabric of our growth, our efforts, and our perseverance. They are not a distant reward, but the culmination of our becoming. So do not despair in the face of struggle. Do not turn away when the road is hard or the storm seems unending. Know that these moments are the very things that are shaping you into someone worthy of the blessings you seek. The very soil that feels barren will soon bear fruit. The pressure you feel will one day give birth to something beautiful. And when the blessings come, and they will come, you will be ready to receive them, not as an accident, but as the natural reward for all that you have endured. This is the secret: the blessings are not waiting for you to arrive at some distant destination. They are waiting for you to become the person who is prepared to receive them. And that preparation, that becoming, begins now. It begins with your willingness to endure, to trust, and to grow. When you do, the blessings will come not as fleeting gifts, but as the rich, lasting rewards of a life well lived.